Hey! So, I'm not Swedish, but here I am living my first full day as a Swedish resident, officially with my permits, and here's how it's going. I guess maybe the first question is, why am I in Sweden? Like, why did you just abandon your life and move countries? Well, it wasn't exactly a small decision, it was not a rushed thing. I moved here because of my sambo, now they're my sambo, my cohabiting partner. We've been together nearly 3 years. This has been a long time in the works, and maybe one day I'll tell you more about how technically I got the right to live here. But that's why I moved. Start of this year, start of January 2024, new life, new country. So I realised I should probably also tell you like what my life was before, like what I've left behind. So I was a teacher. I was a maths teacher at a secondary school. I was living in London. I had a tiny little studio flat. If I show you more about like my moving process, then you might see some clips of it just to compare my previous place, which by the way was more expensive than this gorgeous 2-bedroom flat. But yeah, it was sad, it was hard leaving my job and my friends. It wasn't so sad leaving that tiny little flat, because yes, I'd lived there for 2 years, yes, it was my home, and yes, I had put some effort into it, and I did like it. It wasn't the worst place I've lived in London by a long shot, but knowing what was ahead of me, knowing how lovely my life would be here, made it much, much easier. And obviously through all of this, Swedish sambo, my other half, knowing that that's why I was moving, I hardly had any worries, you know. I was confident that this was the right thing, that it was worth saying goodbye to all those people, leaving a job that I really cared about, and well, we'll see. So on Thursday, my movers came, picked up all my stuff. On Friday, I fixed up my old flat, cleaned it, did all those jobs, gave back my keys. On Saturday, I got on a flight, and then I slept a lot, and now here we are. It is the start of my new life. My partner's at work, I've got the flat to myself. I'm kind of getting myself organised and ready for what's coming up next. So at some point in the next month, who knows exactly, all my stuff, my main belongings will be delivered instead of just like the 2 little suitcases that came on the plane with me. And I will go to see Skatteverket, the tax office. I'll get my personnummer, which will give me the right to get a bank account, which will help me get a job, which will help me get library cards, SFI, Swedish for Immigrants language course, and it'll start coming together. And so far I have unpacked my suitcases. I have been out to see the beautiful snow outside. I have then realised I need to be comfy, got changed, washed my hair. I have had my first real surprise of going out. It's not even that bad today, it's not like crazy cold, but going out with damp hair and feeling it get like stiff, feeling it get kind of inflexible, rigid, and realising, okay, am I like actually freezing my hair here? But it's been good, it's been chill, it's been nice. I have a much nicer flat here than I'm used to. I have a really peaceful, beautiful neighbourhood. There's like a little woods just across the road from us. I have the weirdness of how early the sun sets, but a very pretty sunset. The sky is going pink right now and it's gorgeous. And I think life's going to be good. So from the beautiful pink sunset, I'm going to just show you just a little bit of where I'm living, of what my flat's like, because it's gorgeous compared to what I had before. We have a windowsill full of plants. We have a door out to our balcony. There is a very big jättestor vardagsrum, living room. Our TV, our sofa. Behind the curtain is my partner's board games. I haven't tidied up particularly, but it's not too bad really, is it? We've got our nice big dining table, good and big so you can play board games on it. We have our kitchen with plenty of cupboard space, and yes, a little bit of mess in the sink. Oops. We have the fridge and the cupboards, again, there's just so much storage space, and apparently this is normal in Swedish flats. And oh, I should have sorted out the lights first. Oops. The entryway is also like really big, with another cupboard and another cupboard and a big old bathroom. And yes, Sweden is one of those sensible countries where the washing machine and tumble dryer go in the bathroom instead of in the kitchen, because you know, which part of the house do you change clothes in? It's not the kitchen. And then 2 whole other rooms. There is the office, which is quite empty at the moment until my stuff gets delivered, and our big bedroom where you saw me unpacking earlier. So here I am. Here's what's coming up. There's lots of different stories I can tell you, lots of different things that I'm going to be living through, working out, and I'm excited.